As we get started, I want to kind of give you a map of where we're headed and what we're going to talk about in the course. And you may want to go through this course in order. I've designed it purposefully that you can skip around if you'd like. So if you want to skip to sections that you'd like to have, for the most part, each section will stand on its own. Some of them, you always would want to watch the first video in each section because some of them build on each other as you go through the sections, but the sections themselves are pretty much independent of each other. I start off and I spend a couple of videos talking about SQL Server history and background. I've already done that, and that is to help you get your feet under you about where SQL came from, where it is, and I also include this for some of the new folks to give you some background information to help you not look and feel so new and maybe, for lack of a better term, ignorant when you're out there dealing with other database people. It can be intimidating, I know, and hopefully that'll give you a one up there. Then we move into installing SQL Server 2005. Talk about hardware requirements, how to prepare to install it, working with previous versions. Then I step you through an installation. Talk about how you go about changing and deleting different aspects of SQL Server once it's installed. Talk about default and named instances and how to get some help. Then we move into administrative tools, and there we'll talk about the new SQL Server Management Center, how to register servers there, different aspects of the Management Studio. Talk about the SQL command file, and one of the really cool new things, being able to use variables in the SQL command file that replaces OSQL, if you know what that is, and the new dedicated administrator connection. So that's kind of interesting there. Then we move on to security, everybody's favorite topic, and spend quite a few videos talking about various aspects of SQL Server security, how to set it up, what the authentication modes are, Microsoft's new paradigm in SQL Server 2005 using principals, securables, and permissions, and step through some of that. Then we take a look at the system databases, the way they are in SQL 2005. Talk about system database concerns and then sample databases. Then from there we go into user databases, how to create a database, tables, the data types, and some of the new data types that are in SQL 2005. Building diagrams in the management tool. Then we talk about transaction logs, what they are, how they work, how we're going to use them in SQL 2005. Then we move from there into data storage, how SQL is actually storing the data. How as a DBA you can use that to your advantage to get more efficient service, more efficient data storage and retrieval out of your database. From there I go into the silver bullet of administrative tools in SQL Server, in my opinion, the SQL Profiler, how you can use that, what you can do with it, and actually run a trace on that, show you what that looks like, how to use the data that's derived from running SQL Profiler. From there we go into automating SQL Server 2005. How do we create jobs, operators, alerts, and so forth in the 2005 environment. From there we go into database backups, and we talk about what to back up, how to back up, why to back up, database restores, how to get it back off the backup. Then we talk about high availability and the new addition to SQL Server 2005 database mirroring. Then we move into there some miscellaneous database maintenance issues that felt like I needed to cover, and we kind of end the course up there. So we're going to cover quite a bit of information on this. Keep in mind SQL Server 2005 is one huge topic, and I tried to limit this video to administrative issues. It's so easy to wander off into programming issues, and I wanted to limit this to administrative because once we start to wander into programming, it just kind of pulls you deeper and deeper and deeper. So that's where we're headed in the course. I hope you enjoy it, and let's get started.